There we are. Hey, everybody. I know some people have been waiting, but I'm trying to do a couple little things. So, all right, guys. So I want to jump on here and give you guys an update on what I got going on for Ghost Sisters. Tomorrow night, I'm going to be live with Haunted Excursions and Ghost Girl Always. We're going to go back to the Randolph Asylum in Indiana. There you go, Roxy. That's the last place I investigated with Roxy. So make sure you guys tune in there. I'm going to be live on YouTube, TikTok, and Facebook. But I'm also going to be, I'm taking a iPhone pad, and I'm going to be, I might set my iPhone pad up in an area and let it run on Facebook while I'm live over on YouTube. So I think that's what I'm going to do. So we're going to also, these ladies here, we're going to be going next weekend, or not next weekend. It's next Thursday, June 27th. We are going to Haunted Billie Creek. And I'm going to let Roxy tell you guys a little bit about that, because Jenny just found out about it. I just found out about it. Roxy booked a location, so she knows more about it. So I'm going to let her explain about Haunted Billie Creek.
Okay. Hi, everybody. So Haunted Billie Creek Village is in Rockville, Indiana. It was created in the 1960s. And what they did was they took buildings that were no longer in use and on 70 acres of land and created this village with like buildings from the 1800s. And so as years went on, they would remove the original building from its original space and move it to the 70 acres of land. And they created what is known as Haunted Billie Creek Village, or just Billie Creek Village. And then it closed down for a little while, I think in 2005. I know that they didn't have like any more volunteers or anything like that. And so it laid dormant for a while. And then a gentleman, his name is Greg Larson, he bought the village and he revived it. So the building, and I got all my information here, just let me pull some. So the buildings are comprised of various buildings. There is a Catholic church there. I know that there is a Protestant church and I believe a Baptist church. There is a very old school building there. There is a little boy apparition that people have been able to get photos of him going in there. He likes to play with things a lot. So from my knowledge, it's a very active location. There are old medical buildings in there. There's a general store. There are covered bridges, or are two. There is a barn from the 1800s where they used to rent spaces to people that needed their horses taken care of, like if they went somewhere or whatever. I believe that building was from 1860s, if I'm not mistaken. And the funny thing about this is that a lot of the things that are in the buildings are all of the like original furniture. And there's an old dentist office in there. There's medical equipment, so it's kind of creepy.
Wasn't Destination Fear, wasn't they at this location too, Roxy?
Yes. Yes. They were, and it was a pretty crazy show to watch, actually.
I've probably seen it. I just can't remember which one.
Yeah, they sent I can't remember the girl's name. They sent her in there all by herself to go on these 70 acres and go to all these different buildings by herself.
That was his sister.
Yeah, she got some pretty wild things from that location. And again, it's 70 acres of land, so we have a lot of area to cover. I don't know if we'll get to all of it in one night. We can certainly go back, but it should be interesting because we could just like you said, we could split up and go by ourselves too.
Yeah. So there's going to be about 10 of us, and I figured we can either, if we wanted to do isolations, we'll be able to do some isolations. We'll be able to, however we want to do it. So it's going to be interesting.
Absolutely.
What do you think, Jenny?
What?
What do you think? Your daughter's going to be joining us.
Yes. Yeah. My daughter's going to come on this trip. I'm excited for that. She hasn't been out for a while, so that'll be fun. Yeah. I mean, I think that once we get there, we evaluate the location, we can get a better idea of how we want to work it and figure out where we want to do solos at. It would probably be a good thing to do a solo at this place.
And I just read too, because I have like a bunch of notes on this place. Indiana's 10th governor's home is on that location as well. So that'll be interesting house to go into.
Oh, I don't even know who that is, but
The 10th governor's home. Yeah, I'm just reading. I mean, there's so much information on it because it's so big that it's pretty wild. And from what I know of, it's very active. So it should be interesting. I'm really interested in the Baptist church. That is also very active.
So this was an original village, the way it's set up right now. It was just like that years ago.
No, what they did was they took all of these buildings from its original spot in Park County, and they moved the buildings out of their original location and put them all together, which I guess they thought that was okay. And so now it's a very active location, which understandably so, I would think, if you just move all of these original buildings off of their, spot on their land, and then you move it.
Right.
Yeah.
Isn't one of them a school building, and isn't there like a hospital or something?
Yes, there's
we're getting it all in one, sister.
Yes. Yes, we are. There is a dentist office. Super old. Very creepy. Anything medical completely creeps me out. And there are medical, there's like a makeshift sort of a hospital in there that they have. I'm looking at what else they have here.
But you'll get along real good with my daughter. She's an EMT, so.
Yeah, and I'm a medical person too. I work in the medical field, but just to see what they used to use on people is incredible. What they used to use, I couldn't even imagine being alive back then. That would be really scary. Like, here, have a swig of brandy and let me pull your tooth out.
No. Could you imagine having to bite down on something and just for pain back in them days? You had to bite down on things and let me break your leg. Bite down on this, let me break your leg or something. I
would haunt a place if somebody did that to me.
Yeah.
Definitely.
Jeremy, this place is called Haunted Billie Creek. It's located in Indiana.
Yeah. Haunted Billie Creek Village.
Yeah, this is going to be interesting because there's so many different things we can do and ways to investigate it, and Jenny, she was a teacher at one time, so she'd be great at we'll isolate Jenny in the school building.
Yeah.
Is there a jail on the property? Put me in the jail.
Yeah, it's I think that she would be good in that building. I think that we should put her in there.
Yeah. Is there any jails there or anything?
I don't know. I'm looking to see what everything is. They have Covered Bridge, Capital. It's okay. Let me see. They have two. Well, they actually have 31 covered bridges, but 2 on this property. And I guess it took its name from a guy named Williams Creek. So that's how they come up with the name. It has, let me say, 1830s log cabin. The schoolhouse is from 1913, just in case you were wondering. So yeah, so you can kind of like, figure out what they used to teach kids back then and then get in there and teach
I can do that.
Yeah. I'm looking, I have so many notes on this place. And of course, I think what makes it even more energy running through there is the antiques that are there. It's like a museum,
Ooh, yeah.
I mean, it has all the, it has all kinds of things that are very, very old. So
Now, how long has it been open?
So it was opened in the 60s and then it closed. Let me see, I'll tell you. It opened in the 60s. It closed in, I think, like in 2005. It sat dormant for a little while. And then, let me see. I'm trying to remember. I know that in 2005 it was dormant. And then I think that Gary Larson took it over just a few years ago.
Yeah, because I don't think I don't recall hearing about this place. I don't think it's been around that long.
Yeah.
At least I don't think so anyway.
Well, it's been around. It just sat there until somebody, this guy came and bought it. I think he's the same guy that owns Indiana Sanatorium.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
I think that's the same person.
Adam Kimmel.
There's a Gary Larson.
Oh.
Yeah.
He's friends with Adam.
Yeah.
Yeah. And I'm curious about the covered bridges as well on that property. That'll be interesting to go to and see if we can collect anything over there.
Yeah, and I'm gonna tell you what, we're gonna need to put on some bug spray, all of that stuff, man, because
I thought of that. Yeah.
Now we're spending the night there.
Yes, we're gonna sleep upstairs in the general store.
Oh, really?
Upstairs, yeah.
Do we have to bring air mattresses? I'm sure we do.
There are 2 queen beds. I'm bringing a queen air mattress with me. But there are 2 queen beds there.
I have an air mattress, Mandy.
I was about to say I'm jumping in somewhere.
Yeah.
I'm not sleeping in my car.
Yeah.
You can share mine.
I'm jumping in there somewhere.
Yeah, we're trying to figure out if we should use a drone there or what, like a night vision drone.
Shit, bring it all, Roxy. Last time you had that little robot thing, and that was pretty cool. She's got this robot thing, and actually we used it at Randolph, and the children love it. Our enemy spirits probably love it, but they chased this little robot thing around, and this robot ran right into the wall. The robot was chasing something, and it was trying to go through the wall.
Mm-hmm.
It was crazy. And
yeah, I got that robot from England.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah. I got him from England. So we will bring him along. Definitely. He's fun.
But I think I've got plenty of walkie-talkies. I think I've got about 6 or maybe 8 of them. So I don't know if anyone's going to want one, but I figure we separate or something. We could, we can all do whatever, I suppose. This is going to be good. I think it's going to be good. Watch it be so freaking hot. It's going to be, oh, Lord.
Well, at least it'll be nighttime. So the only thing I'm worried about is getting eaten alive by bugs. So I'm just going to spray myself down.
Bugs don't like my blood. They don't bite me.
Man, they do me, but not as bad as they do my husband.
Yeah. Well, that's like a genetic thing, I guess, like, depending on how much you get bit. So,
Yeah.
Really?
oh, yeah.
Dang, I
Yeah.
didn't know that.
And I will get bit up like crazy. So I need to be like up to here with a shirt on. But I think that I think it'll be very interesting. I'm excited about it. And I've had a lot of family things happening, as you know, Mandy, so I
Yeah.
haven't really gone anywhere for the last couple months. So I'm like really super excited, and I hope that people tune in to watch, because I'm sure that we will get some things, and I really am very excited about the schoolhouse for some reason.
Now you said it has good Wi-Fi there.
Yeah, yeah,
Okay.
yep. From what I know, hi. I know Amy just.
I'm thinking about bringing a pair of boots, just boots up to my ankles, maybe, because we don't know how thick this grass is or anything, and might
Exactly.
might be
Yeah.
a good idea.
I know that there's like different roads and stuff like that, but I don't really know, that's what I thought too. I'm just going to wear a long pair of jeans and, possibly some boots or something, or put socks over the bottom of my jeans.
Yeah,
Which
we
might look,
ain't gonna get these ticks now. I'll
yeah,
take mosquito bites any day, but these ticks, I will. Woo, Jenny, you remember our trip to Missouri?
Oh yeah, Cooper Hill.
That was crazy. Everybody, as soon as we got back from walking back to this gravesite, and did we sprayed ourselves before we went? I think.
Yeah, yeah. Cindy gave us some stuff to spray, but then we came back. I mean, Dawn had like 20 or more ticks all over her. We all had to take a shower. It was so bad.
that's
I'm
a
the only one that
lot.
didn't have no ticks on me. Don't ask me how. I didn't get no ticks on me. I had boots on. I didn't get no ticks, boy. But I'll tell you what, I was the first one to get in that shower when I got there. I hurried up, stripped down, jumped in the shower, and I didn't have any on me. Changed my clothes, and then the rest of the girls were all freaking out. They had ticks on them, and Jenny had a tick on her when she got home.
I had like 4, but
Oh my
Dawn
God.
had 20 of them. she
Oh
was
my
bad.
gosh, that is a lot.
These were those little baby ticks too, man. It was bad.
Well, I'm originally from Connecticut, from East Lyme, and where it's really crazy out there. Whenever I go back home, I'm so careful because they just jump on you, no matter
Yeah.
where you're at. Not unless if you're on the ocean, you're fine. Other than that, they are jumping on you. They're hitching a ride.
Jeremy Taylor, we've been to you're fine. We've been to Waverly Hills. Yeah, one time, to answer your question real quick. It's a good place for sure. So anyway, the only thing new I have to bring to this investigation is my 3D SLS camera, and Jenny gave me what are those little proximate meters or what are they called?
Proximity meters. Yeah,
Okay.
I gave you one. I have 4 or 5 of them, so we're good.
Yeah. So that's what I got.
I think between all of us, we'll probably have quite a bit.
Yeah, there's going to be a lot, and Bubba After Dark, he's got some really cool devices, and Haunted Excursions, he does. But Bubba After Dark, I don't know if you've heard of him, Roxy. Have you heard of him?
I have, yeah. Yep. I've heard of him.
I've investigated with him one time. He invited me to the school to investigate, and he has some really crazy stuff. But he's got cool stuff. So
Mm-hmm.
yeah.
We'll have plenty of equipment.
Do you guys think I should bring the brainwave?
Just like
Jenny's like, no. Got her. I feel a little weird about putting that thing on my head. So, yeah.
Mandy, how is the ECT looking piece of equipment working? Which Which device is that, Wolfpack? What is the ECT? I don't know what he's talking about there. But what, do you got anything new besides that robot, Roxy? Or do you just have the...
Oh, I might surprise you with something. We'll see.
Oh, girlfriend. I know you're going to. What, Jenny?
He's talking about the brainwave.
Oh, the brainwave. Yeah, I'll bring you. I don't know if anybody's, well, actually, Chris Ball likes to use it. He's haunted excursions, and his name's Chris Ball. He loves that device. So I'll probably let him use it, and maybe I'll try it out. We'll see, because we got the place all night long. What time are we meeting up, Roxy?
We can start investigating at 7.
But I think we're all going to meet up for dinner, and then
yeah, yep. I had sent you that list. I think that the top place probably, we can go and meet, and then we can, and at least we'll get there when it's still daylight, and then we can,
So Roxy, do you have the list of each building that is on this property? Can you read to us like what buildings are on there? Do you have the list?
They have like on site, they have like the Beeson DePlanty cabin. And so this is built in the early 1800s. And the interesting thing about that is nails were not used in it at all.
What?
So an interesting fact is that the cabin has absolutely no nails holding it together. It's made of similar material. So what is the material? It's called poplar wood, Poplar wood. And there are no nails that are holding it together.
Charles, I'll get right back to your question. I'm going to let her read off the buildings that are on this location, and I'll answer your question.
So that's the DePlanty building. And then they have, let me see, which one is it? I could have sorry, that's my dog bark.
Something's under attack.
No, you know what? There's probably Giovanni. There's probably an old lady walking by. I'm not even kidding.
That's how my dogs get.
I'm so sorry.
You're fine. This ain't no podcast. Yours is just.
Hold on 1 second.
Charles wants to know, do you see his comment, Jenny?
I do.
We'll just throw, oops, wrong one. So
on the list, it only says 2 old churches, which I know are Baptist and Catholic. There is a old livery stable, which is located right in the center, I think, of the village. That was built in 1870, and that was used as a stable. It's really a big building too. Looks kind of scary. So there's that building. I'm sorry, I'm having to go back and forth through my notes.
You're okay.
I know that there is a building from one of the wars in there. There's a building that belongs to a general, I believe, in there. Then the 10th governor of Indiana. So let's look him up. 10.
Hey, everybody. Thank you guys for being here.
But they don't give you a complete list.
Oh, so it's just
now every place that you go into, though, I think tells you what it is on the property. You know what I mean? His name was Joseph Albert Wright. He was the 10th governor of the state of Indiana. So his home is on there as well. And there's a couple of generals' homes on there. I'm trying to get it's weird because you can't get a complete list. I don't know why they don't. I wish that they would give that to you. but they don't give all of it to you for some reason. I don't
Yeah.
know why. Um, I would like to go into that stable too and see what the deal is in there, because that's a really, really big building.
Yeah.
Yeah, that would be interesting to go into.
Well,
I think we're
definitely.
gonna have to. I think we're gonna have to walk around and look at the buildings and then choose a few that we're really interested in. If there's 38 buildings,
And
I
I wonder which ones are held up the best at this location. You know, are they in pretty good shape? Do you know, Roxy? Or are they
yeah, they are pretty much in pretty good shape. You just have to pick which one you want to go into, and each one has a name on it. You know, when I called them and I got the location for the 27th, I thought that they would send me like a little bit more than what they did. But
I think we're gonna have to like do 38. We have a long night. If we start at 7, if we run a half an hour for each location, and then we can back it back up and go back to areas that we found that were more active, that would be a good idea.
Mm-hmm.
Absolutely, I agree with you. Or anything that we feel is, you know, you could really feel the energy coming out of it, and then you can be like, okay, you know, because any one of us can be like, ooh, you know, and then that way,
Keep going. Keep
oh,
talking.
you know, so that way, you know, we can, you know, because you know, maybe you might get a vibe off of one place, you know, you
Yeah.
might feel a vibe off one place. I might, you know, I do, you know, so you know, just really depends on that. But I know that the names of all of those places are on the buildings from what I know of, but you know, be interesting.
Yeah.
Maybe we can bring some like fishing poles and like pretend like we're fishing and see if we can capture something.
Oh. Yeah. Maybe we should look into somebody if they have something we could bring for the dentist building. Hell, I don't know. Whatever we can do to draw them out. Do you know of any of the stories on like anybody that's captured anything? Any
Well,
evidence?
I do know that there is a photo that has been caught a couple of different times of a little boy in the school building. So I did see that photo, and it's very compelling, very spooky. Kids are real spooky for some reason. But so I did get to see that, and there is one of the homes there that belonged to a colonel, I believe, is really crazy. Like as far as like boots walking across the floor really hard. So you'll go up the stairs and it'll be down the stairs super loud. Then you'll go down the stairs and then it's upstairs. So it's like messes with you.
Huh.
There's a lot of that going on in that particular home.
Yes, it's for the Indiana trip.
Yes. Yeah. And then in one of the churches, there has been singing that has been picked up on recording. So there is somebody in there that really likes to sing. So if you're in there at the right time and you
What
can,
about anything negative? You heard anything about that? Any?
no, well, the colonel's pretty pissed off from what from what I know of. He's pretty pissed.
He's going to be really fired up when we all get there.
He's really not happy about people going into his home. So I think that, you know, that is one of the things that made that girl run out from that show there, because I watched the show and she booked out of there like as fast as she could. And a couple of people that have been there have told me that the colonel's house is like he's really pissed off, does not, you know, and so the vibe, it feels negative to people, obviously. So
You'll
there's
get over it.
Yep. I'm not going to ask them, oh, do you want me to leave? No.
Right?
I'm going to be, I'm not going to do that. So,
Hmm.
so that might be a good place to like do an Estes method and like leave the building and put somebody in there blindfolded.
Ooh, yeah. If we could have like one live on one person and then somebody over at another location somehow sync the two.
Yeah.
I know you can do it on TikTok. Two people live on different TikToks can pull it up onto one, and,
Yeah.
and that works really good. I've done it on TikTok.
Mandy, we did that at Cooper Hill. Remember, we had one upstairs on the cameras and one downstairs.
Yeah,
That was on Facebook.
yeah. So we could do this. That is really creepy because I don't know if I'm volunteering for that one in the dark, blindfolded.
I don't know.
I'll do it.
Most of the time I'm like, nope. And then when I get there, I'm like, okay.
I know. I say I won't do something, but then I do it.
We were in Avon, Connecticut, and I was with Connecticut Paranormal, and this house was huge. Okay, it was like 10,000 or more square feet. It was big, and they literally like locked me in like this little tiny room and left. They blindfolded me and they just left, and that was probably one of the scariest times that I've ever done that before. So after that, I got kind of like, christened in a little bit. So I'm like more apt to do crazy things now after that. Because
That's right, Diane.
Yeah.
Diane.
Well,
she says Jennifer ain't scared.
Yeah.
For me, it's not so much of being scared. I think I'm vulnerable at that point when I'm alone in the dark. I did it with Paranormal Reality TV when we filmed over at in Indiana at the Blackford County Jail.
I remember.
I was in the dungeon.
Yeah.
Blind. I had my eyes were covered. I was blindfolded. I was in pitch black. They had a camera on me. Nobody was with me. And that was uncomfortable, let me tell you. And we were doing the Estes, but I was the only one down there. So, I did it. I did it against.
I know you did. I watched you do it.
I got to say something. Kevin Palmer's on here. Hi, Kevin. Go to YouTube and watch him. He's an awesome singer. I love that Smoking Gun song. It is so stuck in my head, Kevin. I cannot get that song out of my head. It's crazy. But I met him at the shrine. He's an awesome guy. Good friends with Jimmy. You'll even see Jimmy from Outlaw Paranormal in his video, one of his Smoking Gun video. Go like him on YouTube. He's awesome.
Awesome. There's all kinds of people jumping on here. I'm trying to keep up with the comments.
I think for me, like when I'm doing the Estes method, I am a medium, and it's funny how you and I differ. I will actually like start talking like the person that is actually like talking. It's like I go into this reenactment sort of thing, which is very strange. It feels very strange. Mm-hmm. Yeah, when it does happen. So
Jenny, you remember when we were at the Yuba Shrine in Bristol, Tennessee, when we ended up we were in the Witch's Stead, and we had the tarot cards, and we were doing connecting with the tarot cards, trying it that way.
Well, yeah,
that's what she reads tarot really good, and her and another medium when we were filming with Paranormal Reality TV at the Randolph, they were doing that there, and it was insane. So maybe we could try something like that too. She could bring cards and because that's her thing, is she does the card thing on investigation, right?
It worked very well, the process we did at the shrine that night. The answers we got going with the cards. Remember, Mandy, how well it worked? I think we should try that same process.
Yeah, so I will definitely bring cards. Yeah.
And you know what else, I really like to do? And, Jenny, we have a question for you real quick before.
Am I a medium? No, no. I do. I know how to do cards. I don't normally do them all the time. No, I'm not a medium. I'm not really sure what I am. Um, I feel the feelings at times, which is on the empath side. But
Mhm.
when a spirit comes up to me, if they come in the room, I get a convulsion feeling, and then when they're right by me, it's like someone stabbed me with thousands of needles up and down my entire body, and my nervous system shoots up, shoots down constantly. So when they walk in a room, I can tell you exactly when they're walking in. I can tell you exactly when they're standing beside me.
Mm.
So sensitive, but I don't know. I've been called a light worker many times from many different paranormal teams. Um, I don't know what my purpose is, but ever since I came back from the shrine, I've been going through this amazing awakening. I even contacted Michelle the other day. I had a talk with Rick at the shrine. I had a talk with Steve from Ghost Tracks. He's Ghost Tracks, right, Steve?
Yeah.
Awesome guy, Steve. Thank you for our conversation that night. We talked for 3 hours. He's very informative, a great guy. And after talking to him and Rick, we've come to some conclusions about this. I'm not going to really get into the whole process of, and Mandy was involved with this as well. But yeah, I've been going through, I mean, I can hear the tiniest little, I've always had some clairaudient, but now it's like the little tiniest pin can drop and I can hear things. I've had a woman talk to me outside, a man talk to me, a child. It's been crazy. I don't know what's been going on, but I've been talking to Mandy and Rick and them about it. And I told Rick, I said, I can't explain what's going on. I've had awakenings in the past, but I've had nothing like this. And I do believe, I mean, Steve was on it. He sent a message to Mandy and it was dead on what happened. And when him and I talked about it the other night, it was very informative. So thank you, Steve.
You know, I had a conversation not too long ago with Chip Coffee, and we were talking, and I think I told Mandy about this because I was asking him, uh, different things, whenever we talk. And he said, don't get caught up in exactly what you are because everybody is so different from everybody, no matter if you're a medium or you know it's like the autism spectrum almost, you know what I'm saying? Like everybody has something different to bring to the table, so don't get too caught up in like, because like I know like Mandy's work looks so much different than my work, because I was getting a little bit like caught up in it, and he's like, stop doing that, like do not do that. So I stopped. He's like, just stop it. So you have some amazing things and probably very special things to bring to the table, and that's beautiful.
Yeah.
I think that's awesome.
Yeah.
When her
I
and I
don't,
are together, shit wants to hit the fan.
yeah.
Sometimes.
I've never really categorized myself into anything in particular. But
Mhm.
I mean, for over 2 years, I've received angel feathers. I can go to Gold Star, and an angel feather will come down from the ceiling. I can go to Thanksgiving dinner, and it comes down over top of the dinner table. I've been to a friend's house, and they fall from the ceiling. In my classroom, I would catch them in my classroom. So for 3 years, I've had angel feathers, and that to me is amazing.
Mhm.
And that kind of puts me back on the light worker type thing because of the angel feathers and
Mhm.
how I get those, because not everyone gets angel feathers.
Mm-mm.
And I don't know.
I've never had angel feathers.
I have a whole bag of them. They have fallen everywhere. And I have so many witnesses of this happening. It's been indoors continuously. And I don't have to be outside to find a feather and have it drop. It just drops right in the middle of Gold Star. My mom goes, there's a feather coming down. It's a guidance. They say it's my guidance. So
That's incredible.
yeah, yeah.
You need to
It,
take
it,
your bag of feathers. That's awesome.
it doesn't happen just by myself. During
Mhm.
our Thanksgiving dinner, my entire family, all the way around the table, a feather dropped right in front of me. My daughter goes, "Here comes a feather." It's like my family's just used to it.
Wow. That's
Yeah.
Well, um,
Should
Jenny
be
won't let me.
interesting with all three of us. It should
Oh
be,
yeah.
yeah.
It will be, because when last time when I forget her name, Gina, when Gina was with us too, us three, oh Lord have mercy, it was crazy. And
Shut up, Dusty. Dusty says, "Are you nuts?"
oh, I was going to bring up Jenny us going back to the funeral home in July.
Yeah. So July 14th, we are going to Broadwell Funeral Home, and Dusty has been invited to come along with us. It's a Sunday. He's going to stop in for a few hours because he lives up there. But Broadwell is an unexplainable place. It definitely is. It can be fine in a split second. It can be off the hook. I mean, you just don't know what's going to happen. By midnight, the energy changes. There's thousands of spirits in that place. Mandy and I have had some situations. I was slapped in the face and left a mark inside my skin. My face was swollen and red. And then 2 weeks later, I went back and we asked him who hit me, and he came through the box saying, "I slapped that bitch." So he did. And I didn't know until I woke up the next morning. I was like, man, what is wrong with my face? So he got me good in the kitchen. But that place, you just never know what you're going to deal with. There's some real darkness in the basement. A lot of stories that crazy things have happened. Of course, it's a funeral home. The energy is going to be like that. You have the sadness, the emotion, everything going through that place for years. And then it was a residential for a while. And the husband and wife that was living there in the residential actually died there in the house, and they are still there as well.
Mm-mm-mm. Dang.
And
Yeah, I
Dusty
haven't
was
been there in a while. So
That's crazy.
Dusty was choked. I was choked the last time that Dusty and I were there together. The last time we were there, I ended up not getting choked. I was very respectful with Lisa, and she kind of runs this closet area. The time before that, she grabbed me behind the neck and she choked me so bad I had to go sit outside for a while because it hurt so bad. She got hold of the back of my neck. So you got to watch her. She's like a 17-year-old. She came home to my house. I had to get her out of here by my other spirit helping me remove her. We don't know exactly if she's 17. You know how the spirits can lie to you. So we're not 100% sure what the situation is on her. We're only going by what she's told us through DR60 and recorders. Yes, Tracy. Yeah. Carl is one of the caretakers of that place, and he did some crazy things to the people. And I was home with bronchitis one day, and I have access to the cameras at the funeral home, and I was watching the cameras, and in the basement you would hear hammering, and then you would hear chains going across the floor and a woman screaming, all at 6:11 a.m. in the morning.
Jenny, you know we got some crazy. You know what? I'm sitting here thinking about what we did to my sister Bobby Joe.
Leaving her down there.
We left my sister down there, man. We sat her in a chair in the dark, blindfolded her, put some equipment around her, and well, she's skeptic, for the most part. She's kind of half and half on that now, but we left her in that basement when we had all these crazy stuff going on, just to see if we could get anything to communicate with her. And I hear all this crazy stuff Jenny's talking about that's happened there, and I think, golly, how mean of a sister am I to put my baby sister down there?
How did she do
there?
How did she do? Did she do okay down there?
Oh yeah, she was not. Jenny, she did good, didn't she? She wasn't scared, was she, Jenny? She sat there. She took
Jennifer, of course you can stop by with Dusty. You're always welcome. She did good, but Mandy and I had a situation after that was correct. Well, when I got slapped when we were going down the steps, I'll let Mandy tell you how that occurred.
Well, it's the end of the night. We're wrapping up everything, and Jenny and I was going down in the basement to get a camera and to get my recorder. So the rest of the girls were upstairs wrapping up the rest of the equipment. and getting the video cameras down and stuff. And the basement light was on, and Denny and I was walking down, and I was the first one going down. I got about halfway down the stairs, and I hear very clear with my ears a disembodied voice, and I heard two different disembodied voices. One came, it sounded like from, I don't know, in the back, and the one that sounded like it was like right at the end of the stairs. But the one guy, he goes, "Hey, ladies." And then the other guy, it sounded like he said, "Get out of my house." And I freaked out. But at the same time, when we heard that, you also heard what sounded like something charging at us. And you hear all this banging. And I freaked out.
It was on 4 feet, remember? It was on 4 feet. You could hear this thing charging at us on 4 feet, and it raised up to 2 feet when it hit the bottom of the stairs. And then it charged up the stairs at us.
Yeah. Well, I can tell you this. Jenny couldn't get up them stairs fast enough, girl. And
I had to go backwards.
I ran her ass over.
I had to go up the stairs backwards.
She's going backwards, and I'm like, because this thing, whatever the hell it was charging, man. And plus, I was already freaked out. I heard the two disembodied voices, and they were creepy. Two different men. And, you know, you have one trying to be all sweet and, you know, talk to us, flirt. And then the other one's like pissed, like, get out, you know. And but that's when Jenny went left. I ran towards my sisters, and Jenny went the opposite direction. And I think that's when it followed her. And we didn't know at the time something happened to Jenny. And because we ended up taking a picture before we left, and Jenny had no marks on her, and none of us did. And Jenny wakes up in the morning, and she's like, "Look at this," sent a picture, and it looked like something had got her on the face. I said,
remember, Mandy? You asked me, my eyes were watering, and you asked me, "Are you crying?" I said, "No." He hit me so close to my eye ducts right here on my jaw, on the top part, but he made my eyes water. But I didn't notice the rest of it until the next day.
Yeah. And another thing is, you had 4 women at this location, and I guess whatever's there does not like women. And here we just barged in there like we're going to investigate regardless, you know. So it was crazy. Yeah. But
Tim's talking about that right now. If you read Tim's comment, he's talking about a Class A EVP in Lisa's closet when we were there. It was great, and there was 3 of us in the closet. They were talking. There was 2 of them, I think, possibly, if I remember right, Tim. They were talking amongst themselves about us being in there, how many was in the room. But it did come through really good. It was a good EVP that night.
Mm-hmm. It's a good place, definitely. It's a good place. But I was wondering, you guys, I was thinking about this earlier. I am ready to investigate. I want to investigate either a hospital or a prison. I'm like, I want to go. I'm ready to go. I want to go to a hospital or a prison.
There's one in Tennessee. I can't remember the name of it.
I've been to the one in Tennessee. Help me out. One of you girls.
Jimmy would know.
It's way out in the woods.
Are you talking about a prison or a hospital?
It's a hospital. It has like 5 floors that you can.
Yeah, that's Pittsburgh or something like that. Is that? No, I've been to that one.
So we got to go to a different hospital. I think that's the one I'm talking about.
Yeah, we've been to the one that's in Tennessee. But I want to go, but these places are so expensive. We'd have to have a pretty decent group to go.
Yeah, I think they are pretty.
It's expensive.
We can go back to Old College Hill. We never got enough time at Old College Hill, I don't think. That was my favorite. If I want to talk about Trans-Allegheny, St. Albans, and Old College Hill, I think Old College Hill is my favorite.
Oh, awesome, Amy. I'd like to check that out for sure. Well, yeah, we could go back to that one.
It's
Yep.
not that expensive. It's only 500.
We could do that. But the Juliet prison was a good one too. I'd like to go back to that one. I did that one, but it was only a 4 hour investigation. I hope they bumped up the hours on that. Yeah, and the Mansfield prison I've been to, but I'm just ready. I'm ready for a hospital one or a big prison.
I'm gonna find us one to go to.
I know you are, Roxy. That's why I'm bringing that shit up, girl.
That's the problem with West Virginia Penitentiary. It's like $1,099 a night, and you only get 6 hours. And by the time they get done with that stupid tour they're probably going to put you through, you're lucky if you have 5 hours for that price.
No, I will find us a hospital to go to.
Yeah, Roxy, have you ever been to the Old College Hill?
No.
That's a good one. We went, but it was really good. Destination Fear was there too, and that episode they had a glass that busted on that episode.
I remember that.
So
and remember the elevator was going off, and while we were staying there, and the elevator was not working, and it was beeping that night.
Yeah, I forgot about that. The bell.
Kids too.
Huh?
That happened to those kids on that show.
Oh yeah, I forgot about that. I just remember mainly the glass busting. But I remember, Jenny, with that elevator, there was a bell. We kept hearing like almost like an elevator, like ding, ding, you know, when it's rising up to the top to open up. We did hear that. I totally forgot about that.
I'm trying to remember you know what? I wish we were in California. That's a trip.
The Malvern Manor in Iowa. Ooh, its available date is August 24th. Hey, that's my daughter's birthday. Huh. $48 per person, Zach says. Night at the Malvern. Huh. Do you already have it booked or something, Zach? Don't want to go with too many people. You get too many people in a place, and it's just too much going on. It gets too. I'd have to know how big that place is.
Would you be willing to travel to Connecticut?
Conjuring House?
No. If you're willing to travel to Connecticut, I'm not going to tell you the name of it because I need to call my friend first, but he owns a restaurant that was a hospital and a place where they took in soldiers and all of that, and now it's a restaurant, and that place is on fire. And he'll call me, and I mean, he's ran out of his own restaurant before.
Wait, I was reading the comment. What's this place you're talking about?
It is a restaurant that used to be a hospital, and my friend did it, and yes, it's in Connecticut, and like he has been known to run out of his own hospital, and in the bathroom, in the women's bathroom, you hear a little boy crying for his mommy, and there's all kinds of crazy stuff going on there, but I'll have to call him and ask him.
Is it a still running restaurant?
Yes.
So we'd have to do it. Are they open all week long, weekends? You know?
No, he will close it down for us even if I call him.
No shit.
He will. I just don't want to get the name of it until I ask him and do the respectful thing first. And also the group in Connecticut too can get us in. Now I don't know if you're interested in castles at all.
Oh, well, shit, yes. Damn. Yeah. I'm down for a castle.
I think I can get us into a castle too. So I'll just try to work some of my magic.
Roxy, yes. Let's do this, man. Road tripping. I'm ready for a road trip. Let's just do it. Let's just hit them all. We'll go to College Hill. We're just
gonna do it.
Let's just do it. You know what we need? We need one of those damn buses or something. We need a bus.
Tim just sent a link about abandoned psychiatric hospitals.
Ooh. All right. Let me see if I'll pull it up on my phone here and let me see. Thank you, Tim. Let's
I
see. Let me
just
see.
text my friend. Let me see what she's going to say.
Oh, let me turn it down. So let me see here. Yeah, there's a lot of places. That place that Zach was talking about, that Malvern place, that would be interesting. Also,
Okay, have you ever been to Wilson Castle?
no,
Okay. It's where my friend
can't pull it up. Damn it. What's this? All right, I'm pulling up that site. Go ahead. I'm sorry.
No, I was just going to say Wilson Castle is in Vermont.
Where's that? Is that Connecticut?
No, it's in Vermont.
Where, how far is that, in Ohio or?
No, it's in the state of Vermont.
You said Vermont? I thought you said Vermont.
No,
Vermont.
If we're gonna do a road trip, we might as well go to the Conjuring House.
Dang, yes. I haven't been to that one either.
Yeah. She also is part of this hotel in New York. She's very big on it. My friend Christine is.
Yeah, because Roxy's from Connecticut. She's got the hookup. Smithville Mansion. Dang. Does it cost to get in there too, Amy? Let us know. Yeah, there's all kinds of places that link he sent. There's all kinds of freaking buildings. Hospitals.
Mm-hmm.
Letchworth Village. I've heard of that one. There's a bunch. Oh my gosh, I'm ready. I'm ready to
Tracy said Jason just did Wilson Castle.
Yeah, I'll have to message JV because JV was talking about that place, and that is where they were. Roxy, that's where JV and them was.
Have you ever been on the USS Salem?
No.
Okay.
The Woodland Cemetery in Ironton, Ohio. Huh. Amy's she said she volunteers at this one location, guys, and she's going to check it out. She said it's creepy, but find out, Amy, let us know.
Get down. You need to get down. My cat's looking into the camera. You're not allowed on the table. What are you doing up here? I'm not paying attention to him, so he's like, just jumps right up on the table.
Hello, David. Man, if we can at least, what I think would be cool is to like take a weekend or something, man, or even go during the week, guys, and just hit, like, if we can. If we could hit some free ones, that would be better. But if we have to get some paid ones in there, maybe one paid one in, that's fine. Depending on.
I have to do it before August because I get back to work in August.
I just text my friend and asked her which hotel. It's a crazy hotel. She's been working on it for years to fix the hotel up. So all of the money that they get, she's actually looking at it now, so she's going to answer me. All of the money that they get goes right back into that hotel.
What do they charge? Do you know?
I don't know. I'm going to ask her. She might be able to get us in there. It's the Shanley Hotel.
Yeah, JV told me about that. JV's been there numerous times. He always talks.
So she is really involved in making sure that place stays in.
Yeah. And Sherry Dimbendetta talked about that place. We've talked about that place. If we're going to Connecticut, this is going to be interesting. It's
old there. You know, I just got back from there, and I can tell you that the vibe there is way different because it's so old. Everything is so old. The Airbnb that we stayed in was from 1745.
Geez, that's old. All I got to say, we go to Connecticut. Jenny's going to be in her elements. That's all I'm saying. Jenny going to be right at home.
Yeah,
So,
you made that trip without me last year.
oh, I know, sister, but not by choice, not by
I know.
choice. And
It's okay.
but yeah, if we do this, you're coming this time, swinging by and getting your ass. You're going.
Well, I'll just come to you because we have to go north anyway.
Okay, even better. You come to me. So okay. So here's the deal. Here's what we're going to do. So we could book College Hill. That's an easy one. That's a cheap one, and we'll keep the circle small because it's not a small hospital, but don't want too many people in a location like that. Because I don't know. I'm okay with big crowds, but sometimes too many people, it's just too much going on.
We had
Um,
6 people last time when we
yeah,
went.
yeah. Six is a pretty good. That's a decent. Yeah, that's a decent one. I don't remember what it is to what the down payment would be though. And we don't even know what their availability is though either.
Yeah, let's check into that one.
So I'm thinking if we could hit a hospital up. Wait a minute, that would have to be last because if we're going to be going north, yeah, that's just going to put us all over. We got to really think about this. I mean, I'm really down for this. If you guys are really down, I'm down.
I'm always down.
Hi, Kim.
So
I'm looking up right now, the Shanley.
I want to go there. I've heard a lot about the Shanley.
We would need to route this correctly though to make sure that we were hitting everything we could hit because
While we were there. Mm-hmm.
yeah, I mean this it depends if there's more at one location up north. Okay, that's good. But if we're only hitting Virginia and West Virginia, then we'd have to come up with some more places.
Yeah,
It's too bad, guys. Thursdays are $599 up to 7 people. Fridays nights are $799 up to 7 people.
Where's
Saturday,
this?
the Shanley Hotel.
That's not too bad.
It's really not. Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesdays are $499. That's not bad.
Where's that
Let's
located?
New York. It's the Shanley Hotel.
So you get the whole place alone?
Yeah, it's private. Yep.
We got
New York.
Girl, they got the biggest cockroaches ever.
Oh.
You get the place at 6 p.m. and you vacate at 10 o'clock in the morning.
Oh damn. I'm down. Let's do this. Let's do this, man. So if you said you can take up to 7 people. I'll have to see if Chastity and Bobby can make it. I don't know. Bobby Joe, it's going to be harder on her because she works 12-hour shifts. So I don't know that
it's a pretty big place. So, I mean,
Chastity probably would.
They're just saying that's how much it is for 7 people. Additional people are $75.
Okay. So if we were to get a crew of 5 or 7, that breaks it down pretty good right there. You said it was $4.99 for a Tuesday or a Thursday?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, because that would make it, if we had 7 people, we're looking at $71 a piece, and that's not too bad. I mean, we just got to take in consideration on the gas, the traveling, and I don't know about you guys, but I'll pull over in a rest stop real quick and get me a nap in.
They even make you a breakfast. They have snacks, soda, coffee, and they even make you breakfast in the morning.
Oh, hell yes. Yeah.
Even for private investigations. That's what they do.
Oh.
Yeah.
Yeah, Diane. I remember the flying cockroaches when we went to we filmed at Bailey's hospital. Damn. I can't do cockroaches, man. I can handle certain bugs, but them damn flying cockroaches or June bugs or anything like that, you're going to see me freak the hell out. Seriously. Like, it's bad. can't do it.
I cannot do
I'll investigate it, but I can't. They land on me. It's gonna be hilarious.
It's going to be a show.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yep.
We've had our share of spiders this past month or so.
I'll take the wolf spiders over a flying cockroach any day, Jenny. I don't care. I don't care. The wolf spider, I'm hearing good things about the wolf spider. Okay. Now, the flying cockroaches, they hiss at you. Hell no.
I don't want neither.
I prefer neither, but if I had to choose. The mansion is called Fields
Bears.
Borough in New Jersey. Okay, Amy.
I've had my bear experience too.
Oh Lord,
I have
man.
the scars to prove my bear experience. Running from bear.
Oh my gosh, that's so awful.
You ever heard of Landau's Mohican Castle? We went there and Tim Lovejoy and Aaron were with us, and we came on a cemetery and did not realize there was a mama bear back there with 3 babies. And she raised up on 2 feet and she was coming our direction. We ran and I had the live. Luckily, my phone didn't break, but I had the live and I'm running and everybody got to see my epic fall and I crash and burn inside a pothole.
Oh my gosh.
I had blood all over my knee, on my elbow. I've got scars on my knee, scars on my elbow. Yeah.
Dang it. No. I'll take as much as I'm terrified of cockroaches, I'll take the cockroaches over a bear chasing my ass. I'm not going to be the dinner bell for no bear.
Yeah, I fell hard, Diane. It was bad. I got hurt pretty bad on that one. I mean, I could barely even walk. It wasn't for Tim pull me up off the ground. I couldn't even get my leg to move. My leg locked up on my knee. I'm surprised I didn't crack bones on that because I slammed that blacktop so hard.
I'll have the flying cockroach hissing at me any day over a damn bear.
I don't think I've ever seen a hissing cockroach.
I have ran into them things, man. Ain't happening. No. Got a video of me in Hawaii when I was 21. My sister lived in Hawaii, and I asked her because I know them bugs are big over in Hawaii, and I said, "Please tell me there ain't no big bugs in your apartment." She goes, "No, we don't. I don't have them, but they do. They do fly in here." I'm like, "What?" And I swear to you guys, as soon as we got done going around the island, we were on Wapu Island, and as soon as I was the first one to walk in the door, sure enough, walked in her through the kitchen there, and boom, there was a big flying cockroach. Oh my God. It was bad. They recorded me too. They straight got the camera out, the old fashioned big cameras, with the VHS and stuff. And I've got it recorded. I freaked the hell out. Yeah. No. Wouldn't come downstairs for nothing.
To me, it is rodents. It is game on. If I see mice, I am done. I am completely done. I will jump on top of a roof.
Well, ladies, it sounds like where we're going to be screwed because we got possibility of bears, bugs, and definitely
coyotes.
Yeah, and if we're going to be around Connecticut and New York and all that, they got the biggest rats ever.
They do.
Yeah.
Well, what they have there is bats.
No.
There you go.
Hey, no. I'm just gonna tell you the truth. I grew up there. They have a lot of.
No.
Put your hat on, Mandy.
No. Yep. Now, if that's the case, Roxy, I'm gonna need you to wear a bat hat, and I'm gonna need you in front of me walking. That way, hopefully it flies your way first.
Oh, thank you. That's nice. That's okay for me.
But if you're wearing a bat hat, you can catch it before it hits me.
Thank you. Thank you. That's what I'll do. Yeah, no. Yeah, they have a lot of that going on. and they have a lot of bears.
Jenny.
I can't get away from the bears.
Yeah, they really do. They like go up on people's porches and stuff. Like my friends are always posting videos of bears on their decks and stuff. Yeah.
Man.
So I'm sorry.
Well, one thing's for sure, it's going to be interesting. If we pull this off, if we are able to at least do maybe 2 or 3,
Yeah.
you know, in a week, if we can pull this off, if we can get, you know, some of these during the week, it would be cheaper. And even if you can get us in anywhere free, Roxy, if you got that connection, free location is, of course, always the best.
I just have one question for you.
Yeah.
What the hell is a bat hat?
I came up with that.
Because I'm like,
I don't know. They say, let me see.
Can
I actually
you purchase
seen somebody one time wearing a hat, and it looked like it had like a, I'm gonna say like a catcher's mitt up here. You know,
yeah.
that's what I'm gonna need you to find something like that. Yeah, a bat hat. I'm calling it a bat hat. It's gonna have a catcher's mitt up there, and you can catch the damn bats for me.
Yeah, well, I just didn't know if it was something that you could like buy on Amazon or something. I was like,
We probably got something like that. I need to patent that called bat hat.
Tim says spirit animals, just go with it. Well, Tim, you're the one that picked me up off the ground from the bear.
Sorry.
My spirit animal is the hawk and the eagle, and I'm beginning to think it's the damn cardinal too. I don't think mine's no bear or a bug or a bat. No.
Well,
So.
we'll be on 70 acres next week.
Jenny, that's right. There's bears. Is there bears in Indiana?
They're everywhere.
Is there? I wasn't even thinking about that until we started
You
talking.
know what? I think there's more like coyotes, aren't there?
I'll take a damn coyote over a bear.
We do need
We're going to have to be looking like the umpires just to walk around. Like,
I don't know.
We do need to be prepared for something though, because you just never know what's going to come up on you when you're walking. If those, I don't know how far away those places are from each other, if there's a lot of distance in between, but yeah, I mean, when Becky and I went to that sanatorium, Indiana State Sanatorium, yeah. I had a lighter and she had hairspray just in case one came up. So she would throw the hairspray and I would use the lighter if anything came up. But yeah,
I got some really good mace that was from the real stuff that was from the prisons and the jails. You know, I had a nice can of that real stuff. But when we went to Hawaii, I don't know why I thought I was going to be able to take that through. And they seen that and they was like, nope, you can't have it. And I was like, oh man, so I had to throw it out. So that would have been great.
I don't know if mace would even affect an animal though, does it?
Well, this was your firefox. This wasn't your little regular mace. This was the stuff they use on the prisoners. Yeah. The good stuff I carried around is good stuff.
Well, I don't know. What do we bring? Like bats with us? Like, I'm not really sure.
I wouldn't want to hurt a poor little coyote now.
I know. If you have a little tiny coyote hanging off of your arm, you'll do something.
Oh hell! Yeah. I'm gonna keep treats in my pockets and throw them at it.
little chicken liver treats. Come here. You know, I don't know if that's gonna work.
I'm not messing with no coyote because that's the thing about coyotes. They're always after your dogs, your cats, but they will come after a human.
Well, there was one at the asylum in Marion, and I was all over that damn place with it. That's funny, Diane. Well, I don't know. It sounds like it's going to be an interesting, crazy time. I think it's going to be fun regardless. But yeah, we'll do this. Do you guys got anything else you guys want to talk about? Jenny, you want to talk about your page? Are you going to be doing anything new with your page? Any updates? Anything you want everybody to know?
Yeah, I have a new page. You guys all know that. Kind of flying solo right now, but that's okay. I got Mandy. It's okay. Anyway,
Yeah.
there'll be some things coming up. I mean, Dusty and I are working on some investigations together. And if Dusty's still on here, he's probably not. But if he is, we need to work on the ones we were talking about. Anyway, nothing really planned at the moment. Just kind of going, each day as it is. We'll see. Dusty's there, so we do have one. We've been talking about. Actually, I think it was two that we're talking about in scheduling. So, yeah. And then, of course, like you said, we have Bravo Funeral Home coming up July 14th, and I was planning on making the trip to Randolph as a girls' night. I haven't talked to Danielle for a little bit, so I still would like to do a girls' night at Randolph. I think that would be fun.
We did do a girls' night that one time. Remember? That was fun.
We slept there, and I got affected again.
Yeah. Yep. And I didn't bring no sleeping bag. I don't think I did or had one. I don't know. All I know is I had to use Jenny's sleeping bag too. So I was.
Yeah, but I don't think nothing was messing with you. Something was messing with me. There was something coming over my head, and because we had a live on us that night, and I was irritated and PO'd the entire week. I was so mad. Everything just PO'd me. I had such an attitude when I came home. Whole week when I left there. Seeker said that night he thought it was children playing with me. But you could see me on the live. You just couldn't see Mandy on the live because she was at the other end of the couch.
Yeah. Here's another thing we could do also in plan. We maybe go back to Cooper Hill.
Let's do that. I'm ready.
We need, because me and the girls were just there last year sometime we went, and I think it was about a year ago we went there. Well, the last time I was there when I took Paranormal Reality TV there, that's the last time I was there. But Ghost Sisters was there over a year or so ago, and we got good stuff. And we got good stuff when Paranormal Reality TV was there. It was really good. Really good. So, yeah. We need to reach out to me.
That's really one of the ones we should plan to go do for a whole weekend, because that is a good location. There's a lot of stuff going on in that house. And then that night that we were there, that weekend we were there, remember I had tears in my eyes. I told Mandy there's something dark coming up the stairs, and it just hit me. And it was coming down from the antique area. And then we saw the apparition walking by the smokehouse or whatever. That place is pretty cool.
Well, you remember when you guys left me and Don there alone to go to the store, and I just started to investigate during the day, and I got that, I captured on my recording that loud boom, whatever that was. Oh my God, that was freaky. It was loud, whatever it was, and I thought something busted. And we went and looked around, couldn't find any evidence of something that was knocked off or busted anywhere. But Roxy, if we go to that one, I'd like to invite you.
Well,
you'll like that one, since you're hooking us up with this Billie Creek. I'll hook you up with this one, and it you'll like it.
No,
it's in Missouri though.
Yeah, I'm gonna try to figure out a game plan.
We need to map this. We need to take a week and map this out, guys, and try to hit some good locations if we can. Now, if we, like I said, if we can get some ones that we don't have to worry about paying to get in, if we can get some free locations, that would be better. And then maybe only have to worry about paying for one location. It just depends. Maybe we can get some good ones in there.
Yeah.
Maybe.
Oh, I think something that happen.
I've not done I've not done a really big road trip on investigations. I've only went to one location and just investigated it for a night or two. Never done like one night of this one and then next, then, so it would be fun.
I think that would be interesting to do it like that.
Yeah. I don't know if anybody has an RV or anything. I don't. I need one. What you got, Roxy? I don't know what you got. You got one?
I got a Subaru SUV. I can. We actually thought about buying an RV, and our kids told us, they're like, well, now we know that you're turning geriatric, because only geriatric people do that.
You tell them, not when you're going on road trips.
That's right. Call me whatever you want. I don't care. Call me geriatric, whatever.
That's right. Because I'll tell you what, I'd love to have me an RV. I'll be
Yeah.
picking everybody up. Come on, let's go.
Yep. That's exactly it. And that's why we have considered that. We're like, just let's go on the road.
Mm-hmm. You can rent them, but damn, they're expensive. You can.
They are very expensive. Very. Yeah.
You can rent a van, though. The vans aren't that bad. And a lot of times you can get discounts on the vans because you can actually get an actual van rental. It's not too bad in price, just depending if you have somebody to help you out with the price on that.
Mm-hmm.
What I ought to do is pull up to the jail where my husband works and roll up in there and be like, listen here, we're taking one of these transport vehicles. I mean, we'll have a gated up fencing area in the transport vehicle, and but hey, if it works, it works. Yeah.
You can fix up those Sprint vans too. People buy those and travel around in those Sprint vans. You can buy it like completely like, stripped, and then put whatever you want in it.
We just get an old beater and strip that thing and just go.
Yeah.
Hit the road.
Yep.
But do you ladies got anything else you want to talk about? You guys want to tell everybody where they can find you? Rosie, tell people about your amazing coffee. Oh my God.
Well, yeah, we are paranormal investigators, but we do have a coffee roasting company, and it's called We Roast Beans Coffee Roasting Company. We're on Facebook. We have our own Etsy page. We have our own regular page. It's just weroastbeans.com. And a lot of times, first of all, it's really good. It's all organic, single origin. It is roasted by what's called a fluid bed roaster, which is only done with air. No gas is used to roast a coffee. And a lot of times we use that money to do what we're doing now, to be able to go out and do more investigations and things like that. But we also have like small like try me bags, that you can purchase, and you can give us a try. We have a pretty decent following of people, and so right now we have like Ethiopian coffee. It's really, really good. And we have like sugarcane decaf coffee. We have a bunch of different ones.
She's even got, listen, guys, she brought all of us when we were filming with Paranormal Reality TV, she brought bags of these chewable candy coffee beans, and all of us just kept eating it. It was like eating chocolate candy, man. We forgot that we were eating caffeine, like coffee beans or something that was like chocolate beans, and we were all hyped up.
I told everybody to be careful.
And I kept that bag, and we all munched on it. For a while. It was funny.
Yeah, I make all of those things. So, besides working full time, I help out with all of that stuff. So yeah. So that's what I do. Paranormal investigation, coffee roasting, medical field.
Damn, that's an interesting combination right there.
I know. Tell me about it.
All right, Jenny, you want to tell everybody to go follow your page?
Yeah, it's just under Jennifer's Paranormal investigations. On Facebook, like Steve asked earlier if I was going to do a YouTube. Eventually, right now I'm just rolling with my Facebook.
We're getting her started on Facebook. We get her going over there, and then Jenny will be ready for YouTube. So guys, please go over there, follow Jenny on Facebook, so we can get her going, build her up there. She's doing pretty good right now. So let's go over there and give her a like and a follow if you haven't already. All right, guys.
Thank you.
All right, guys, we're gonna get off here. We've been on here. I don't even know how long we've been on here, but we've been on here jibber jabbing about anything and everything.
Hour and a half.
Hour and a half. I was only playing in an hour, but you know, I'm a talker. I'll talk your damn ears off. Anyway, guys, ghosting out, and I'll be live tomorrow night from Randolph Asylum.
Thank you, everyone.
Bye, guys.